Hi, so I just posted this short with the swatches of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the newest Rose Metals palette. These are the cooler tones, and this trio is amazing. What I wanted a cool taupe bronze palette to be. Currently, I'm obsessed with the bronze. I'm in my bronze phase, and I particularly like the greenish bronze. So not those orange or pink bronze colors that are very common, but I'm seeing a few of these cooler toned bronzes, like greenish bronze, and this is the shade Nova from the ABH Rose Metals palette, and it's what I expected it to be. So I wanted to compare primarily this bronze with the other bronzes in my collection. But before that, a few words on these two colors. I really like them because, as you can see, are warm taupes. So if you notice, there's a bit of golden sheen in both of them. So they're not straight grayish, bluish grays, but there's some olive and golden tones that I really appreciate, and these are very flattering on me. So these are the tones that I want, and especially this one. This color is more what I expected a taupe to be. This color is my favorite shade of taupe because it's light, is a medium tone, is light enough but not too light to be aging on my skin. I want a bit of darkness, and that base, that brown base, is perfect. It has a hint of gold, so it's a warmer taupe, is perfection. I like this much more than that lunar something in the Pat McGrath Bronze Bliss palette. I wanted that shade to be like this, but that one is for sure cooler in tone now that I've seen live swatches. So I much prefer these three tones in the ABH palette, and so this palette for me is the best of the season, so it's a must buy in my opinion. So let's focus now on this shade, and let me see if I have something similar in my collection. So I have this from Chanel, and this Chanel Mediterranean Quad. This is one of my favorite shade in my collection, maybe my favorite shade in my entire collection. I was considering decluttering this palette, but I won't. It's superior than the Tweed Quad, the Brunette Rose. I have a video where I compared the two, and they are similar actually, but this is superior in terms of how these shades translate on the eyes. They are quite shinier, and this color is perfection because it's not dark, it's not too dark, it's not too light. Very light shades are aging, but it's not the case with this. So these two are quite similar, but this has richness, a little bit of warmth in the base, but they're quite similar, honestly. You see? Since this is a very small quantity and I don't want to buy another palette just for this color here, so I'm very happy to have found an alternative. Then I wanted to compare this bronze that is a cream eyeshadow. Since I was looking for dupes of this color, I found that there's this big pot of this Ombre Premiere Patine Bronze by Chanel. This is a cream eyeshadow, and I know that I have to use it up, but this is my favorite color in my collection, so I'm sure I will use it a lot. And is this one. It's quite similar to the sparklier version that is Baked Gelée. Let me focus better. Try to focus is difficult because it's evening. Okay, now here we go. So they're quite similar. They are dupes. So if you were looking for this bronze, you don't want to buy the palette, the entire palette, then this permanent shade Ombre Premiere by Chanel in Patine Bronze 840 is a good alternative. Take into account that is a different finish. Honestly, it doesn't have that greenish grungy quality that these other shades have. I really like the Anastasia one, you see, but these three are quite similar. The Anastasia is more olive green. It has a more olive green sheen. Today I have on my eyes a look that I achieved with this Pat McGrath palette, Platinum Bronze. I have a look with these two. This is Telepathic Taupe. So this is Telepathic Taupe by Pat McGrath. And this other one, I don't remember the name. But yeah, you see, they crease on my eyes. They're creamy, but they crease on my eyes. The combination of the two, yeah, actually resembles of that greenish gold. So what I will do is swatch a Telepathic Taupe here and then put this bronze on top. We are close. I need to change light. I have cooler lighting in my bathroom, so let's go there. So here we are in my bathroom and the lighting is much better. And you can see the differences. So on the bottom here, you see the 5 swatches from the ABH Rose Metals palette. And I wanted to compare this greenish bronze that is called the Nova from the ABH palette with what I have similar that I have from my collection. So on top here, this is the combination from the palette Platinum Bronze shade on top of Telepathic Taupe. Then the second swatch is the greenish bronze eyeshadow in Bec de Gelée formula from the Mediterranean palette from Chanel. And at the bottom you see Patine Bronze Ombre Premiere by Chanel. So we are back in my bedroom. I would like to see a comparison between Telepathic Taupe here compared with this taupe shade. Okay. They are close. This taupe by Anastasia has chunkier glitters, while Telepathic Taupe by Pat McGrath, let me show you better here, see, is more metallic. It has some sparkles, you see, on artificial light you can definitely see the sparkles, but is smoother than this Anastasia one. They pair each other beautifully. It may be grayer, more gray compared to Anastasia, but the difference is not substantial. I want to swatch this shade again from the Platinum Bronze palette. Okay. Here we have it. And let me put Telepathic Taupe over there too. So let me do a better job here. So then I will explain what I'm doing. Okay, so here you have Telepathic Taupe and the bronze shade. The two overlapped make this shade here, this one, that I compared previously with the Anastasia Nova, and it's a lighter version. And this other shade is this one from Platinum Bronze palette by Pat, and it is similar, maybe a little bit warmer compared to the Anastasia one. So here you have it, my comparisons. These I think are the closest I have in my collection, the closest dupes I have in my collection. Do I need the Anastasia right now? No, I can wait because I'm quite satisfied with my dupes. So here we are again in the bathroom. That taupe on the top is a warmer reddish compared to the one in the Anastasia palette. Telepathic Taupe is more flat, more metallic, smooth metallic compared to the Anastasia that is more glittery. Yeah, I think they coordinate well to each other, but again, I'm in love with this bronze, greenish bronze in the Anastasia palette. So I hope this was useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you appreciate this color analysis. So I encourage you to do the same. See you in my next video. Bye bye.